So this is kind of the entrance, goes to the house, entrance of the garden. Got the hydrangeas. We tend to get some heavy wet snow, so I need to prune the old flowers off before winter hits. Haven't done my final pruning. I'll do that late winter, early spring. But for the hydrangeas, I do need to, like I said, get those flowers off. Otherwise, they'll get squashed right to the ground. That middle one is a great example. Last year, I didn't get to it, and a big piece broke right off and split right off it. Coming in here, I leave all my grasses up. I cut them all back in the spring. Leave most of all my stuff up for any sea heads, for the wildlife. For the most part, I do all my cleanup in the spring. Leave my trellises up for the clematises. You can see this one. That's from ground heaving. As things thaw out here, the ground heaves because the frost is coming out of the ground, and it can push it over. So I always have to keep an eye on those, because if they do tip over, it will tear the clematis right down to the ground. Deciduous bush right here. This is my French lilac. Looking good. Looks like we're gonna have some good flowers next year. Kind of get in. You can see the buds forming for next year. It will take the cold just fine. Beautiful, beautiful French lilac. This is just some of the dead plant material that will all get cut down in the spring. Well, let's continue to take a walk around. That is a spruce. Did not plant it, just gets plenty of sunlight, so she's nice and full. Gorgeous tree. That is a walnut. Macintosh apple. This is my Ragusa rose. Hard to find roses that are good enough for zone 4, zone 5. I garden on here on quite a bit of land. I own a total of right around 22 acres. Most of that's wooded. Boy, I got my tall boots on and I'm out here, and the snow is up above my boots. Nice little pine tree. Have my bird feeder over there. No birds right now, but they've been out there all day. Quite a few evening grosbeaks and blue jays and a bunch of other birds. If I'm quiet, we might be able to get in there and see something. Huh, little chickadee. They're not really shy. When I'm going out there and refilling that, giving them their black oil sunflower seed, they'll walk right up. Walk. Well, they sometimes hop, I guess, but they'll fly right up while I'm there. So down this way, got some white birches, just native. I'm not gonna walk all the way in there right now, but right in there, and you can't see it obviously because it's froze, but little pond in there. This spring and summer we'll hear the frogs and the spring peepers. Got a piece of dead elm here. Fell down. I'll have to clean that up in the spring. Kind of give you a shot here. You can't tell right now, but I'm standing right in front is what I call my native meadow. We'll get plenty of shots of that in the spring, summer. Like any meadow, it kind of goes through a, transitions in flowers. There's some lupins in here, a lot of Rebecca, a bunch of other flowers, Queen Anne's lace. We'll get shots of that. This is kind of the back corner. You can see small little bush here. It's a blueberry. And then your common lilac, which I found funny. Always been fine, but the last couple of years, I don't know if I can get this. See if I can't zoom in. I don't know if I can pick that up there. Yeah, the deer been chewing on them. They don't usually munch on that stuff. There we go. But they've been nipping on the tips. This is what they call small rhododendron. Bush isn't small, just the flowers. You can see they've set their flower buds for next year. Sorry if it's heavy breathing. The snow's deep and we're only hitting 9 degrees today. That was a small little garden we started. Careful if you plant. These are actually not blackberries or red raspberries. They're actually black raspberries. Took over that whole fence area on us. But there's the cabin. We don't live in it anymore. We use it pretty much for storage. Little fire pit. Everyone likes to sit around a good fire during the summer. But yeah, this is kind of like what it's like in Maine this time of year. I have some more blueberry bushes here. They're high bush. Produce awesome blueberries too. I don't know if I can get this house, how deep the snow is, but that's my knees right here. Up to our knees in snow. So there's actually a road just beyond this row of pines here. Kind of seals us off from the road. We'll truck all the way over to here. Hopefully this isn't too shaky. Don't have a stabilizer yet. Walking up, this is my profusion crabapple. Boy, it was doing awesome. Last winter, I'll kind of get up and show it. See if you can see it here. That broke off. You can see this big limb off this pine here. Up here, I'll kind of walk up to it. You can see that big limb broke off and landed right on top of it. Lucky I didn't lose the whole thing. I am a licensed arborist, so I'll prune it back into shape. It'll be good. And then all along here too in the front, this just grows wild around here, but got the red osier dogwood. But that's all down front here. Just planted this year. That's a service berry. It's bush right now, but I've noticed a little bit of cracking on this limb here down near the base. And I have this really nice straight one. I think I'm gonna, in the spring, late winter, cut all these off, grow this one, stake it, and turn it into a tree form. Kind of get it to grow as a small tree instead of bush. But here's a shot of my Maine garden. It's the one I had posted the video. I call it the propagation garden. Quite a few plants. Can't tell during the winter, but she's quite full. So we'll be digging some of those up and spreading them around. But yeah, this is what it looks like in Maine in January. Just thinking about spring. If you guys could type in the comments what kind of what kind of videos do you want, what type of content you're looking for, and I'll see if I can hit it. I'm not an artsy guy, more of a hands-on in the dirt type of guy, but I'll help you any way I can with any questions you have. And hope you are all enjoying your winter gardens. Oh, I will say one thing. You probably noticed I don't have a lot of evergreens, conifers. I guess simply just because I'm surrounded by conifers, just in the natural forest. Got some big ones there, but I will be looking for some of those special looking ones, in the future. So I did add a couple, but they are all buried under the snow right now. That's how small they are. Well, that's gonna do it for this tour. We'll see you in hopefully another few days, and trying to come up with some more content for you guys. Appreciate the walk along with me.